What's up, Hoopers? We're gonna go over 3 exercises you have to be doing. They're like plyometric exercises to really help your ankles get strong, work on that elasticity in your ankle and foot. So my name is Dr. Marco Lopez, Doctor of Physical Therapy and Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist and co-founder of the Basketball Doctors. When we talk about elasticity and strength in the ankles, we really want to start doing some low-level plyometric exercises, so low-level jumping exercises. And when we do these exercises, our forefoot's going to be hitting the ground and our heel's not touching the ground. So it's going to be doing this kind of motion here, where our heel doesn't hit. The reason we want to do that is when we're playing basketball and we're crossing over, pushing off, you see how my forefoot hits and then it pushes off? So if I don't build that strength in my tendons, that stiffness, so whenever I hit here, my foot's just going to go down. So I'm training my body to push off here and go. So it's resisting deformation. So when my foot goes back, it pushes back out there. That quick push. So these are going to be 3 movements that I like to do part of the warm-up to really get the whole foot, ankle, calf structure working and start working on this stiffness here that we need in our tendons. So the first one, like I mentioned, with these exercises, you want to imagine the floor is kind of hot. So you're just bouncing in and out, and you want to get there, you want to get a quick pop as soon as possible and try to spend the least amount of time on the floor. So I don't want to do these jumps where I'm here, then I jump. It's going to be a quick pop, and you should hear the foot thing. So we're going to start here, and like I said, start with this warm up. So we're first going to be doing our right leg, and we're going to go behind us. So when we're doing this, our right leg's going to go behind us, then it's going to pop us forward. This is critical, so when we're running or we're stopping, and then we have to push using that negative step. So this is a negative step, little low-level plyometric. So I'm bouncing here, then I'm going to let my right leg push, right leg push, right leg push, right leg push. So to review that again, so what happens is when I'm hopping, my heel's never hitting the ground, and then when my right leg is going to go behind me, then I'm going to push myself forward. So it's going to be here. You see how my right leg's going to be doing all the work, pushing off. So I want you guys to try to do this up to the free throw line, and I like to do it on both sides. So here I'm going to show you guys with right, and then I'm coming back with my left. So I'm here, pushing off, and the more you do it, the faster and the bigger push you want. And here's the left, pushing off. So all my push is going on my left. I'm going back, then I'm pushing forward. So all that's going to be with that foot and ankle push off. So hitting with your forefoot, driving you forward. So it's more of a horizontal as opposed to vertical. So once we get that concept, like I mentioned, forefoot hitting, heel not touching the ground, we're going to start adding diagonal patterns. So here, we're going to go in a diagonal pattern. Just think about you crossing over left and right. So your heel's not hitting. So I'm here, I push off to my left, push off to my right, push off to my left, right, left, right. So to do it this way towards the camera here, I'm going to be bouncing, then I push off, my heel's never hitting the ground, So you want to have quick steps and pushing off. So I'm always leaning all my weight's going to be on my right side and I push off. All my weight's on my left side and I push off. Once we go, let's say to the half court line, we're going to reverse it. So I'm going to show you how it's going to look like. So I'm going to be here, I push off, here, I push off, here, I push off, here, I push off. Now you're going to do the same thing, but you're pushing away from you. So here, I push away. So I push away. I push away. Think about this helping with your step back. So when you're playing basketball, the step back, you're really working on pushing off here. Same concepts apply. You're pushing off your forefoot, your heel doesn't do anything. So if I'm starting here, as you can see it from this view, I push off. So instead of now my foot going behind me and pushing off this way, my foot's going in front of me and I'm pushing the opposite. And always, the direction we want to go is going to be the opposite foot we're going to push off, and we're going to push away from the direction we want to go. So if I want to go this way, I'm pushing down and away that way to get there. Same thing when I'm going backwards. With this foot, I'm pushing down and away to get here. So that's the second one. So the first one, we go straight forward, think about a negative step. The second one, we're going to go diagonal pattern. So we're pushing off here, pushing off here. The third one, we're going to go lateral. So lateral, we're going to be here, we're gonna be bouncing on our left leg, and then we push off with the right. Push off with the right. Push off with the right. Same thing with the left. Bouncing with my right, push off, push off, push off. So we're incorporating all 3 planes of motion. Forward, back, rotation, side to side. When we're doing this, I like to do 2 bounces with my outside leg, and then my inside leg has 1 strong push. So 1, 2, push, 1, 2, push, 1, 2. And this push is quick. I just wanna hit the ground, heel never touches. It's always a forefoot, and my knee slightly bent, and then it pushes off. Same thing coming this way. I'm gonna be bouncing, and I push. Bouncing, and I push. Bouncing, and I push. Bouncing, and I push. So those are 3 little low-level plyometric exercises. I have all of our basketball athletes warm up. I usually have them do this bare feet, but you can do it with shoes. It doesn't really matter. It's a great way to start getting that foot-ankle complex fired up. Great way to work on stiffness, because to review, the majority of the time, we don't want that heel touching the ground. So when we're playing basketball and we're crossing over and we're pushing off, our heel doesn't really touch the ground. So we're resisting that deformation. So when we're doing these exercises, our heel shouldn't hit the ground. It should maybe go this far down, and then it pushes off. It has to be quick. Imagine the floor is hot and it's a lava kind of sensation, so it's like quick little pop. I usually tell people the first round, you go low level, then every time you start increasing the intensity where you're really pushing off hard and getting a good force in there. So ramp it up as you do as part of your warm up. And this could turn into a full-on exercise as you increase the intensity. So those are 3 little low-level plyometrics to get your foot and ankle fired up. Great warm-up for any hoopers and any leg day exercises. Biggest things, like I mentioned, guys, keep the weight on your forefoot, not on your toes, but on the forefoot, this portion of your foot. Don't let the heel come down, and be strong and resist that deformation. If you guys have any questions about the exercises we went over today, or if you guys have any questions about performance, rehab, comment below. We'll try to make a video on it. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe button to subscribe to see any of our future videos, and share this video with all your friends and family. We are the Basketball Doctors. Let's ball for life.